Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. Hope we're having a fantastic and amazing day today. I'm having a pretty good day myself. And this is our Trade Town playthrough, where we have a couple of restrictions in the game, and those restrictions I will put in the description below. So if this is your first episode that you're watching, you can see what the heck we're doing, because we're not playing it a regular playthrough in this one. So Rui, as the person who gave us the challenge to begin with, is also refereeing the playthrough, which is great. They said that we can't have the sand pit. That counts as a mine. So we're going to cancel that. And as punishment, we can't get our tech point back, so we'll be lost it on that. But that's all right. They mentioned to me that that was the issue on our Discord. So if you want to join our Discord, we also have a link to that in the description below. So come over, come say hi. We got a pretty small little group over there, and it's pretty great. Kind of fun to hang out with you guys. So that's the dealio, and we are about to get some more immigrants. As you can see, we got just the tail end of it right there, so they should be walking up really soon here. And we did manage to get a couple laborers growing up and appearing, so that's been very nice. We've also been gifted lobsters from an event, and a sneak thief event where somebody was stealing stuff from the market and it was in the stairway, and we got a bunch of goods. So we got help from the game, luckily. We really need it, so it's been pretty good. So here comes our immigrants. We really need these guys. We can continue to get stuff happening around here. So go ahead to our town hall. We're going to check, and we're going to accept those 10 immigrants. Now, it's been quite a few years since the last episode. Now, a lot of what I've been doing is sitting here, just like this. Well, at full speed, but it's just like this, and not doing a whole lot because we don't have a whole lot of things we can do without. You know, we don't have very many resources. We don't have a lot of villagers, so we've just kind of been hanging out, and waiting for immigrants basically. And just recently, we had these people grow up that were old enough to become workers for us, so they were nice to have. But we are going to need a couple more houses. I should have done that beforehand, but we really didn't have the means to do so. So we're gonna get a couple of these new people to work here. The fishing dock isn't that great. We could do another hunter's hut, so let's go ahead and we'll put one. You know, do we want to do that? I'm trying to be really careful on what I'm doing because it's so hard to do pretty much anything around here right now. So just trying to be pretty careful. Oh, I need some builders before I can build anything. We'll put a couple people in there. Let's go ahead and we'll get our smithy started, maybe. And we do have some stone. Oh, it's so hard. I think we're going to go for another fish, so we're going to need 30 planks. So let's get another sawmill person going. Oh, and we have a forester's hut, so let's get that working. I probably only want 2 people in there for now, and we can get some trees coming in from those people, which will be great. We really could use that stuff coming in. And I just, again, the 3rd episode of just manually gathering all the things around town, basically, because that's all you can pretty much do for now, anyways. So yeah, we're just grabbing rocks. We're grabbing, mostly been doing gather all. We need the food, we need the rocks, we need the veggies, everything that we can get there. I canceled that because it's cold now, and we don't want people to freeze to death. They just got here, so that's why I did that. And let's see. So we got our 3rd well getting done. So we talked about that a little bit in the last episode. I was going to try and move those 2 people out of the singular wells and put them in the double well. So that's the goal there. And it looks like we're at cap for domestic fuels. Ooh, that's great. I'm gonna just bump this up just ever so slightly. With more houses, we're gonna need more domestic fuel, so we're just gonna tick it up to try and meet that demand. So that's my thought with that. Okay, we'll get some of this going in, and then get some of these houses going in, and that'll be good. We should have enough stone ore, iron ore for both these. Looks pretty good. We're in the gray because we haven't been gathering those hardly at all. I did grab them a little bit. There's a little pile over here. We got those ones, but it didn't go super far, but it's better than not having nothing. And it looks like our stupid cemeteries are almost full again. Trying to, I don't know. The cemeteries are nice because when people die, the happiness doesn't take the hit, but yeah, they're kind of expensive. And we're so short on materials and everything right now. So we got a bunch of meat pops going on too. Hopefully with additional people in the hunter's hut that will help out. The fishing dock doesn't really produce a ton, but we don't have a ton of people right now. So it's not the worst thing in the world to have, I don't think. we're already down to one laborer again. So this this episode is probably going to be kind of short. I don't have all the time in the world yet to play games all day, so I'm pretty limited on my time in the evening here. And when we don't have any workers and we're just waiting for laborers to come, if it's like 4 or 5 years in between people coming in, it takes a long time in real life time, and I don't have forever. So this one ends up being much shorter. That's the deal. I just kind of ran out of time for the evening. Maybe I'll do an additional episode this weekend if I have some time, and that'll make up for our short video here. So anyways, we're down to one laborer again, so that's what we're kind of just going to be doing here, is just sitting here for a little bit. Let's just take a quick moment and look at what we got for stock. So we've had a couple of events, like I mentioned, so we could see we don't really have any food anymore. We had like 600 lobsters or something which came in, which was really nice because it was a hot summer. We've gotten a couple gifts from the game, which have been really, 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 really helpful and on time. We can see here we got a couple medicinal soaps. We got some lanterns, ointments. Our health is pretty good. Look at this. We almost have yellow hearts. So we're doing really great with health stuff. We don't have anybody in the clinic right now. Luckily, we're doing pretty good with that stuff. So it looks like we lost a forester and a doctor to starvation, which is really unfortunate because, like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this person out here. They kind of pointless to have them up there. I feel like when I can just tell them to go pick up sticks basically around town when we need wood, which is, you know, pretty much constantly. So now that luckily though, the winters are really, really short in this location in the world, so that helps out immensely. We haven't had clothes or tools for... Oh, we do have some tools now. We must have got those from one of the events. We don't have any clothes right now. We don't really have a surplus of tools, so the cold is not great for us. Luckily, we've been able to avoid major issues with that. It looks like when this got built, we had a couple people that went in there that I didn't catch, and that's where a couple of our laborers went. So I'm going to take the 2 away from the singular wells, like I mentioned, and we'll put them in the big well, and we'll see how well the difference this well does. So 184, and then this is going to take a little bit till we get a full cycle of data there, so we can see. 184, so we just got to remember for that guy. 180. So yeah, we'll see if this is better. I think it's going to be slightly better, but we'll see. All right, chopping things down. Let's go ahead and we're going to gather all these plants that we can just see here. We just really need the food, so we'll get those things gathered up like that. Okay, so that's a couple of sprinkles around there of the veggies that we can gather, and it looks like we're just hurting. We're hurting on food. If we know that already, we could put somebody else in the fishing dock with one laborer. Oh, we got 2 builders. Okay, let's do that. Let's take our builders out. We'll put 2 more builders in the fishing dock. Get some more fish coming in, hopefully. So we'll do that. So we do have some tech points, and we can get into that a little bit. So one thing that one of our commenters mentioned is that we should consider getting into some efficiency things. So that'd be under logistics. Yeah, so like packet expansion, that's going to give our carry capacity by 80, and that's just to, you know, we're moving things around more effectively, and it's just better, and it's not hard to get into that. So it's only 2 points, which we have. We do have warehouses, so we could use those eventually, but yeah. And we have some reeds. We should have some reeds from all of the reeds we've been picking up around town, so we can start to make baskets as well. So let's go ahead, we'll get these 2 things. Well, do we even have... Oh, see, I was thinking, okay, so we can't even make baskets yet until we get into reed fields, which I am gonna guess that Rui is gonna say that this is a farm. So we probably can't have a reed field either. That's all right. That's part of the challenge. That's why we're doing it, just to see. So... But like I said, we have some reeds around town, so we should be able to... 47, yeah, a ton of them. So we should be able to make at least a couple baskets if we ever get to that stuff, but can't do that yet. So we did lose some more people, it looks like. So let's see what happened. We lost starvation and starvation. Cool. Now we have houses that are just saying, no, they got 1 person in there, so that's all right. Yeah, and so now we're back to the point where we're just kind of hanging out and just kind of waiting for more people to arrive on our timeline here. The time in betwixt is like a couple years, it seems like, so I wish it was a little bit quicker. Maybe we can get some buffs or something from a faction that will help that but I don't think there really is anything like that, unfortunately. This person is better for food. What does this person do? Oh yeah, assassins don't get us cold. This was a trade one. And what does Carlos get us? Oh yeah, the gold mine and silver mine and stuff. So totally useless basically in this playthrough, fortunately. Carlos is one of my more favorite trade persons. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out, and I'll bring it back after a little bit. Hopefully we can get some more villagers showing up, and hopefully our town doesn't collapse. All right, we got a handful more villagers finally showing up. We're down to 9 again, 9 citizens, and now we're gonna be up to 19. We just can't really hold on to people right now. It seems to be the case. We just don't have enough food coming in yet, but hopefully we're making like incremental progress. I hope. So the big well was significantly better than the regular wells. These ones were doing 180, and our big well was like over 400. So I was even able to turn off the big well for a while and just use what we had saved up, which was a huge help to give us that extra worker back. So that was great. So yeah, big wells always better. Not gonna ever build these little ones again. Don't like them at all. But anyways, our storage yard's getting kind of full. 95. We're at cap with the domestic fuels, which is good. I like being there, but I kind of feel like this person is a waste when we're at cap, especially when we're like in the middle of August here, where it's not cold yet. But it's kind of whatever. We did. You just heard that little ping noise. I did put another fishing dock in. Any little more food that we can get is going to be better. I put the dock over here, so it was in the radius of the little fish thingy over here. So that's why I did that. And it looks like we have a couple people here that need some houses. So, you know, I don't like tents normally, but I think because people are dying so quickly, to build a whole nother house is kind of pointless. But I don't know. It's so hard. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll put another house in. We'll use the house more than we would use the tent, so I'll put the house in. We should have the 2 builders still. We aren't doing anything with the church or the clinic yet, or we are still doing stuff with the church and clinic. We got people in there now. Those are back in action. We're still doing great on smiley faces and hearts, luckily. And yeah, like I said, domestic fuel's doing great. We did have enough planks for that other fishing dock, obviously, because that's how it got built. I kind of forgot that we had planks being processed, so we have a little bit of extra planks there. We have 82, so we could maybe even, yeah, we could build another one. Ooh, we could have a bunch of docks going on. So what's better though? What's better, hunting hut or dock? So what's food wise? We got 90. Ooh, lots of geese though. 240-ish, 260-ish. What the hell just got built? Okay, so they're pretty similar, it looks like. So maybe we just go ahead and build another hunter's hut. I like the hunter's hut because it's giving us those other things as well. And that's kind of what my thought process is with that. So we'll get the hunter's hut. I don't know how many people are gonna be able to get in there, but we'll get it built up. Looks like we still have homeless people. All right, we'll put in one more house. Like I said, you know, I agree with the tent, but the tents just feel like a waste to me. Just low tier garbage, basically. We do have an extra point. So I was kind of looking, and I think we should just kind of work down this tree, get a church upgrade, get the theater upgrade, get the entertainment. Because backpack is kind of pointless. Like Cotton Cloth is like a mid-tier game, and we don't even have 20 people. Like that, I feel like that's a waste. End cart's kind of out of reach. Like all this other stuff is just kind of far away, I feel like right now. And then we can't really do anything in mining. That's part of our rules. So for now, we're just gonna leave that, I think. Construction, we could do a little bit. We could get into material recycling. Could do that. Let's see what this does. Builders, construction actions required. Let's do that. Let's go material recycling, and then we'll get construction next. And here we are again. Just hanging out, just waiting. So let's see. I got cold citizens. We still have 4 people. What are we are short on timber. Okay. So let's go ahead and we will gather all. Let's go ahead and get the stuff that's right close here. Man, timber goes quick. I tell you what. Let's see. We got 2, we got 4, and we got the 1 labor. I think we'll be okay. We got the 1 labor. And now we don't. We'll turn that off. Let's keep it like that, and we'll be good to go. And now we wait for another batch of immigrants, and hopefully we keep, you know, a good hunk of the previous batch that arrives, so that when we have the next batch, we're growing. You know what I mean? So we just keep a couple more people, and I think if we can continue to build stuff that gives us food, stuff that's giving us water, we'll be able to achieve that. Like, we've been sitting at a good 0 food for a long time now. It's just it's hard to get anywhere. Basically, without farms, the fishing dock and the hunting cabin are not that great. Luckily, we figured out the hunter's hut. If we didn't have that figured out, it would have been a disaster. It would have been much more difficult. We would have had fishing docks all over the place. But yeah, so here we are. We're just kind of hanging out. We're just gonna get upgrades as we go along here. And like I mentioned a little bit ago, I'm kind of running out of time for this evening. So I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night. We lost a dang cleric.